What's up everybody? Sean here from Air Photography. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about GoPro backpacks, and we're going to be focusing on the Daytripper, the GoPro Daytripper, and also the GoPro Weekender. Now GoPro sells 4 different backpacks. They sell one called the Storm Dry. Basically it's a waterproof backpack. And they also sell one called the Stash Roll Top. But as mentioned, today we're going to be focusing on the Daytripper and the Weekender, because I think those are the most common ones that people are going to be looking at. Now, summer is fast approaching, so you might be in the market for a backpack and you've decided you want a GoPro one. And I'm not saying you should buy one or you shouldn't. They can be a little pricey, but a good quality backpack is fairly costly no matter what brand you go with. And all I can say is that the GoPro ones are very good quality. Right now I'm wearing the Daytripper and I have the Weekender right here beside me. And we're going to take a look at both the features and what they're kind of really geared for. Now, going back to the quality of backpacks, I purchased the Seeker backpack many years ago. That was GoPro's first and original backpack. And like I said, I used it quite a bit over the years. And, you know, it's a little dusty, whatever, but, you know, cleaned up. It looks like it's brand new still. It's worn very well. And I have used it a lot. I've traveled with it. I used it as a carry-on for many different trips. And, you know, I've used it for packing, for cycling, for hiking. And it's been in the mud, snow, rain, and it still looks almost as good as the day I bought it. You know, so they do make a nice quality backpack. When you purchase them, you know you're going to be using them for many years. So let's go ahead here. We're going to take a closer look at both styles of backpacks and discuss the features and perhaps help you decide which one is the right choice for you. This one here is the Weekender. So it's a larger backpack. It is a 32-liter capacity backpack. This one over here is the Daytripper, and it's a 15-liter backpack. And GoPro kind of did a good job naming them because it makes it very descriptive of what they're kind of geared for. The Daytripper is great for day trips, quick backpack trips, biking. And the Weekender, because of its larger size, is perfect for a weekend trip. There's just enough room in there for a change of clothes, some toiletries, even a little compartment in there for shoes or even laundry that you're done with. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at some of the features of each backpack. Let's start with the Weekender. We'll flip it around here so we can get a better look at it. You can see, just like the other GoPro backpacks, it has a camera mount built into it there on the shoulder strap. It has a mount here at the chest to keep things cinched up. And it also has a waist belt. It's got nice breathable padding at the back there to make it nice and comfortable. And it's got a hidden compartment there in the lumbar area, so if you got any sensitive documents, tickets, passports, you can hide them there. At the top of the backpack, we have a spot for all our camera gear, so you can fit your GoPros, a few mounts, anything that you need in there. And of course, we have a see-through clear pocket there right above that. We've got side pockets, so you can put your water bottles. It has a strap right above it, and that way if you're going to be putting a tripod or something like that in there, that'll hold it in tight, and that's on both sides. We have quite a large front pocket that goes the whole width of the front there. This can hold a 15-inch laptop, and this one's a little bit different from the other, which we'll take a look at here in a minute. This one is a side loading. So there's a zipper there at the side, and you can see that opens up that compartment. So you could put a tablet in there, laptop, anything really that you need. It's a nice big opening. Now let's take a look at the cavity on the inside. And what I do like about it is that it is a top loading or front, I don't know what you would call that. Basically, the whole front of the backpack opens up. And I like that style just because it's easy to see what you have packed just at a glance. Whereas the Daytripper, which we'll take a look here in a minute, it only has a small opening at the top, so it can be sometimes a little inconvenient to get your gear out. Now, as mentioned, this is a 32-liter capacity backpack, so you've got lots of room to fit all the gear you need or clothing if you're traveling. And this is also great for a carry-on. It's an approved carry-on size, and it's actually what I took to Mexico with me a couple weeks ago when I was there. I used this as my carry-on. We have a compartment here at the top. It's a mesh compartment. We have another pocket here in the side, so you can keep little bits and pieces, stuff that you don't want floating around the main cavity. I'm going to set the backpack down here so we can take a better look at it. You can see that we have this kind of other little bag that's built into it. And that's what I said. You can use that to store, your dirty laundry if you've been traveling for the weekend, or a pair of shoes if you don't want them touching your clothes. And if you're not using it, it has a strap there to keep it out of your way. And you can actually access that from the bottom. You can see we have an opening there. And that allows you to have easy access to it without having to open up the whole backpack. Now let's go ahead here. We're going to take a look at the Daytripper. This here is going to probably be the ideal choice for most people. It's just a nice size. It's not overly big, not overly small. It's 15 liters, but can hold a fair amount of gear. On the side here, we have these pockets, again, for holding water bottles. There's no strap at the top. You can maybe fit a small tripod in there. You might have to use some of your own rigging to secure it in. We have a pocket there on the front, just like the Weekender. And again, it takes up the whole front pocket there, but it's not as big as the Weekender. If we flip it around here, take a look at the back. It does have that same kind of protection padding there, so it's very comfortable to wear. And just like the Weekender, it has a buckle mount right on the shoulder strap, so if you want to connect a GoPro, we have that same connection here across the chest to keep everything nice and snug. And again, we also have the waist belt. Now, a couple differences with this backpack is to access the back compartment, it's from the top, unlike the Weekender, which is, from the side there. And with this one, you can fit a 15-inch laptop as well, but you can also put a 2-liter hydration pack in there. So it's got the opening there for the tube to come out. And at this side here, we have a clip. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's where you would put the nozzle to hold everything in place. So that's really great for hiking or cycling. You can put a hydration pack in this one. At the top here, again, we have that same compartment. It's not quite as big, but you can fit some GoPros up in there, or a few little bits and pieces. Same kind of window there, transparent windowed compartment. And this one is different in the fact that to access your gear, you have to open it from the top, so it doesn't open up quite as far. You can open it a fair amount, but you are going to be limited to to how much you can open it. So it can be a little difficult to get some of your gear out, especially if it's packed there in the bottom. So that's the only inconvenient thing with this, but for the most part, it's not an issue. We have another compartment here with a transparent window and a little pocket there. And one thing I do want to mention, that if you're looking for a specific camera backpack for your drones, camera gear, there are better options out there. This really isn't designed specifically for that. With that kind of gear, you'd like to have compartments in there to keep everything protected. And here, you have to be careful if you put a drone there in the bottom and some other gear. You might have to have it wrapped in something, or a little soft case, which I sometimes use when I put my drones in here. But this is just good for everyday use. Pack a lunch in there, a jacket, an umbrella if you think it might be getting some rain that day. So yeah, it's they're nice little backpacks. Now, which one is going to be the right choice for you could be a difficult decision. You can see there is a fairly significant size difference. The Daytripper might be a good choice for a lot of people. Just it's nice and compact, easy to wear, lightweight. But on the other hand, the Weekender might be a better choice, just for the fact that you have the best of both worlds. You can use it as a day pack, but if you do need some more storage because you're going to be using it as a carry-on, or you're going to be going away for the weekend, you do have that option to pack it quite a bit fuller. At the end of the day, they're both great backpacks, and I think they'll serve you well. If I had to choose one myself, I like to have both because I use them for different things, but if I did have to choose one, it would probably be the Daytripper, just because I probably just get more use out of it, and it's just a little bit more convenient and not as big. Well, folks, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully that helped you decide maybe which one is right for you. See a size comparison of the two side by side so you can get a better visual. Sometimes it's hard to tell in pictures on a website how big they are, but this way you can see them side by side. We kind of went over some of the features, and yeah, maybe perhaps you know which one you want now. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.